bread pudding, but not done the sweet way. Please inform us of what we're doing next.
We're going to the other side of the tracks. We're going savory bread pudding.
Savory bread pudding, which is something I've never tried or heard of.
It was new to me.
Okay, and but you like it. You
I had it last night,
and
well, I mean, we can make anything taste good. Let's be honest, right? You put enough cheese and beer and things like that in something, it's going to taste really good.
Bacon.
Wow.
A little bit of bacon, maybe.
But it was an interesting concept because we always have sweet bread puddings.
Yes.
And we know that the caramel and the chocolate and all that's kind of nice,
so
right?
good.
But then take the same idea with leftover bread and turn it into, like, say, a breakfast item.
Okay.
Or maybe lunch, or even dinner with a salad.
Yes, I like this idea.
And so last night, my wife and I had some leftovers from the recipe, and we were eating it. And we're like, well, that's pretty good. And then the pan was gone.
Okay, so that's a good recipe then.
So
that's a good way to.
successful.
You have to do some quality control testing. I understood why you did that.
Exactly.
That's a good recipe.
So
we're also going to give us some tips on how to do a proper bread pudding, because we've discussed this. You don't just want a pan of mush. You want some crispiness going on in your bread pudding.
You need some crispiness. So any kind of bread, I mean, some of the recipes called for just a regular white. I do a sourdough because I want a little bit of the acidity in there.
Good.
Take the crust off because you need to penetrate the bread.
Okay.
A little bit of olive oil, a lot of salt, a lot of pepper. Chuck it in the oven.
So toast it.
20 minutes, and then I'm talking like this kind of thing, right? So it's still got some softness in the middle, right? So the liquid can get in, but we got some crispiness.
It's almost like a crouton.
Here we go. Look at that.
But there's still some softness in there.
Yeah, but
right?
then when we make the bread pudding, you're actually going to get some crunch in there. You're going to get some corner crusties, which everyone likes to have.
That's important.
Very important. Then we got to start building flavors. So I think of like the breakfast kind of thing. I think a little bit of leeks, right? I'm using pancetta instead of bacon because there isn't that smoke flavor to it.
Okay.
So it's a little bit more hammy, but it's a dry cure, so we really don't want to cook it too much.
All right.
Then we're going to go after big flavors. You know what these are, Chase?
Those are mushrooms.
Black trumpets of death.
Black trumpets of death.
Doesn't that sound appetizing?
Sounds so appealing. Mm-hmm.
What it is it's a wild mushroom. And
can we eat it?
Yeah, they're totally edible. They're fantastic. Hello. And I mean, raw preparation, they're a little woody. So lots of flavor to them. And they look really, really cool. And if you call a mushroom the black trumpet of death, you can charge $25 a kilo.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So that's a good thing.
Now, if you don't have these at your local grocery store, you can use creminis. You can use whatever you need to use.
All right, but they have good flavor.
They have great flavor.
Okay.
They give good flavor. So then, we need a nice herb to go with it, something that's got some pungency to it.
Yeah.
Do you mind picking these off? One by
kind
one?
of, actually.
This
we
is
only have 5 minutes for this recipe.
This is the worst job when you're an apprentice in the kitchen. You have to pick time.
Is this what you really have to do?
You really had to do that. And then the chef would look at it and be like, there's stems in there. And he'd yell at you and you'd be like, I have ADD. I can't. You know, it just happens. So Teresa, you get a stem in there. It's okay.
So just be like my mom and throw the whole thing in.
Throw it in.
And
we'll
then
pick
you're
it out
eating the meal,
after.
you're like, yeah.
It'll be fine.
Pull them through your teeth.
It comes with its own toothpicks. Okay.
I might have put a stem or two in there.
Yeah, I saw that. That's
Sorry.
okay. We'll give it to the staff. It'll be all right. All right. A little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, and then we're going to get to the point where we need a little bit of deglaze. Like I said, it might be a breakfast item, so a nice light beer in the morning. Good thing to get you going.
Now we see how you roll.
Yeah, we opened a restaurant beside this new brew house in Collingwood called Northwinds Brewery.
Ooh.
Wow, magical stuff. So I have this in my fridge all the time. This is their light beer. It's like a 3.2 or something. So, you know, the kids will be fine with it.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll be great. At the end, we're just going to put a little bit of apples in there.
So you're using a tart apple.
Granny Smith, because we don't want it to be too sweet. So we can let that cook away. But now we need to make the base.
Okay, how do we make the base?
Okay, give me, what do we got here?
Bread, eggs, milk.
Open those babies up.
Okay.
We got like a cup of milk, maybe use half of that.
All right.
All right. We got 2 eggs.
I hope I wasn't supposed to use half of this.
Yeah, there you go, you're good.
Okay. I used almost all of it, but
That's
whatever.
all right. We'll do a little bit of cream.
Oh, okay.
I'll do the seasoning. See, we're switching roles today, Tracy. You're on the
that's
seasoning.
usually my job. So how much cream would you like? How about that much?
Let's see, a little bit more.
That much?
A little bit more. It is the heavy stuff, which is
we'll
good for you.
actually have proper instructions on the website.
No, the website is all about the proper recipe.
These guys never measure in real life, but you come up with measurements for us.
Some days we do, and then we change it all up anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so then what we're going to do quickly is take our crusty bread, our leftover bread. I always have leftover bread at the house. You?
Oh, God, no. I eat all of it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Bread doesn't hang around my house. I love bread.
This is coming. See, and then the colors of the black trumpet look pretty cool, right? Into
the pan.
A pan. Casserole pan, some kind of pan. And then we'll just kind of like this. Now,
we
if
have
there's
a
a
lot.
little extra, that's
can eat
okay.
it.
You can pick away at that. And then this is where the magic comes in.
So you just pour that over
We're
top,
gonna
make sure
pour
it gets
this
in
over
everywhere.
top.
Oh, this is going to be good. When it comes to the baking of it, how long does the whole thing take?
So this
Do you
is the
remember?
thing. When you bake, you're baking it for almost an hour.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to cook the eggs through.
Yeah.
And then the milk and the cream. But you'll know when it's done when you stick a knife in it and it comes
Right.
out clean. I just want to show one quick tip here.
Right.
You're basically going to pour it down and you want to see the custardness kind of coming up.
Right.
And then
Wanna
you
see
know
a
you're
little bit
ready.
of it.
Cover it, 1 hour in the oven. Then you take the cheese, put the cheese on top, put it on broil. And what is going on here?
And this is what it looks like, your beautiful savory breakfast / lunch / however you want to eat it.
Tracy,
but
I brought
not
you lunch
dessert.
today.
That's amazing.
Isn't that beautiful?
Cityline.ca for that incredible recipe.